We begin with breaking news. Russia's state media now confirming that Wagner mercenary group leader Yevgeny Prigozhin has died after a business jet he was on crashed about 100 miles northwest of Moscow. This video, which was shown on Russian media, purports to show the plane falling out of the sky. Russian officials say that all 10 people on board, including 3 crew members, were killed. Now, remember, Prigozhin had been leading troops fighting for Russia in Ukraine when he decided to lead that aborted mutiny against Vladimir Putin a couple of months ago after the rebellion. Russian media reported that Prigozhin had been relocated to Belarus. So ABC News foreign correspondent Tom Soufi-Burge joins me now from Kyiv in Ukraine. Tom, what are we learning so far about this crash? Put it in some context for us.
Well, Terry, the latest detail we've got is that Yevgeny Prigozhin, the boss of the Wagner Group, was on board his private jet, which went down just minutes after takeoff, after taking off from an airport in Moscow. It was heading to St. Petersburg at about 6 p.m. local time. You can see the video of the plane, or at least debris of the plane, plummeting to the sky, to the ground, sorry, out of the sky. Right now, we have no clarity on exactly why the plane went down. There are lots of theories circulating on social media at the moment. One theory, unconfirmed, is that the plane could have been shot down. There's a lot of speculation on social media about that. Russian media are quoting a source in the Russian aviation agency saying there was an explosion and that caused the plane to go down.
And Tom, President Biden was asked about this crash. He said he wasn't fully informed about the facts, but that he, quote, wasn't surprised. Break down Prigozhin's relationship with Putin and the Kremlin. Why is this significant?
Well, Yevgeny Prigozhin and Vladimir Putin are longtime allies. They go back many years. Yevgeny Prigozhin set up this mercenary group, but he was allowed to do so with the backing of the Kremlin, with the backing of Putin. The mercenary group was very prominent in Russia. It was accused of human rights abuses, of torturing and killing civilians. But it really came to prominence, I think, globally with the war here in Ukraine. It was involved in very tough battles out in the east of Ukraine. But what happened is Yevgeny Prigozhin and his Wagner Group got into a very public argument with the Russian Ministry of Defense. In theory, they were fighting together, but publicly they were enemies. And Yevgeny Prigozhin kept criticizing top Russian generals and the Russian Ministry of Defense. And in June, Yevgeny Prigozhin then launched this rebellion. His troops marching towards the Kremlin, towards Russia. They took a major Russian city in the southwest called Rostov-on-Don. Then Putin went on TV denouncing them as traitors. We think there was some kind of backroom deal, and then Prigozhin said his fighters were going off to neighboring Belarus, with Prigozhin last seen in a video, we think, in Africa, saying he was back to his usual business. And now his private jet plummeting out of the sky only weeks later.
End to a complicated career there. Tom Soufi-Burge, thanks for that report.